People were telling me, hey, you can't go play Patrick Bateman, it's career suicide.
I'm Batman.
Fire. And I was like, bring it on. I definitely want to do that.
And the Oscar goes to Christian Bale, the fighter.
Bloody hell, what a room full of talented and inspirational people, and what the hell am I doing here?
Christian Charles Philip Bale.
I think you've already said it.
Many call him Sigma Bale. For some, he's a godly actor. For others, he's a beacon of dedication. And for very few, he's a symbol of toxic masculinity.
I'm in touch with humanity.
But why?
I'm trying to think of
Some
Christian
say
Bale
it's
movies.
because
I
of
can't
his
even think.
iconic roles as Bruce Wayne,
I know
Dick
that one,
Cheney, and Patrick Bateman. Others say it's because society has gone mad. But even if that were true,
And now that I think about it, besides Batman, is he a good seller? Was he a good seller for movies? I don't think so. Now that I think about it, because Batman sold because Batman, but still, he was a good actor in that, but still sold because it was Batman in the beginning. But what's the movie? American Psycho didn't that fail in the movies? If I'm not mistaken, I think that failed in the movies. And what's his other movies? I can't even think of them right now. But was he? I don't think he was ever a top seller for real. Besides Batman, I might be tripping. Hold on. I gotta put my hands up. I might be tripping. But I think it's American Psycho, and I can't think of it. I think it is, but I don't think that was a top seller. Not the top seller. Damn, I keep saying top seller, but I don't think it was a top grossing movie or nothing like that.
there is
I
more
might
to
be
the
tripping.
story than that. So let's go back. Faster, faster. Stop. Right there. 1974. Christian Bale was born in Pembrokeshire, Wales, and Bale had a very early start to his career. His family was always moving from country to country, since his dad was a pilot and his mom was a circus performer. Through their numerous travels,
Well, first off, that's a weird combination right there. How you get a pilot and a circus performer? Performer. Oh my God, I can't get the word out. Performer. How y'all even meet? What the hell? Like, that's a weird combination. Like, that's a weird combination. I ain't gonna lie, that sound horrible though. Your daddy probably never there, and your mama in the circus. Oh yeah, that sounds like a horrible combination. Cause ain't nobody home. Home, who raising you? Ain't nobody home.
young Bale had seen a lot of the world. And so when his sister got cast in a West End musical, Christian Bale decided that he would become an actor professionally. Up until that moment, he had just appeared in a fabric softener commercial when he was 8 years old. Following his decision to start acting, he took part in a play called The Nerd that would serve as the foundation for his future career. He performed opposite the legendary Rowan Atkinson before he was Mr. Bean. On set, he took notice of how Rowan embodied the character he was playing. Outside of scenes, Rowan never talked to anyone on the set. He was thoroughly engulfed in his role at all times. It wasn't until after the play that Rowan introduced himself to Bale and other members of the cast. This mesmerized Bale and gave him a clear template to follow. Because you see, Christian Bale had never gotten any formal acting training. Everything he did, he learned from deeply observing those around him. You could say he was very lucky to have Rowan Atkinson as his muse. And through his newfound method acting style,
And I was gonna say, okay, yeah, he definitely dedicated to his roles. He had like some of the wildest transformations out there. Like, didn't this man lose like 80 pounds for one movie just to show like the depression and all that inside the movie? Like, that man crazy when it comes to the weight transformations. I ain't gonna lie.
Christian Bale would take what he learned and reach for the
Trying to
stars.
get to the what you call it.
1986. Following his successful acquisition of a minor role in the television film Anastasia, The Mystery of Anna,
Never heard
Christian
of it.
Bale received a significant opportunity. Amy Irving, the film's lead star and spouse of acclaimed director Steven Spielberg, went on to endorse Bale for a pivotal role in Spielberg's 1987 film Empire of the Sun. He scaled
Never
through
heard
the
of it.
auditions and performed exceptionally well during the
I ain't
movie.
gonna lie, that's gonna be a
This
lot
was
of
a breakout role for him at just 13 years of age, and it netted him the inaugural Best Performance by a Juvenile Actor award from the National Board of Review of Motion Pictures, as well as mainstream popularity. But all of this came at a cost. Young Bale loved acting. He loved being in the moment of acting, and he found it fun. What he didn't love, though, was all the attention that came with it. He dreaded the numerous interviews, unnecessary attention, and worst of all, he was getting bullied in school. In fact, it got so bad.
I never understood that when they say you was getting bullied. Is well, no, I don't understand it. Well, what's his name? The dude that played the little kid that played in Star Wars. Was it the Phantom Menace? He played in that, and he say it was horrible. He ain't never want to act again. He said he got bullied in school because he ruined Star Wars and everything. Like, I can understand that one. You put out a bad movie and everybody getting on you saying it's bad and everything like that. Like, it's the worst movie. You done killed the whole franchise. I understand that. But, like, if I'm in a successful movie at like 13, I'm getting bullied. What? I'm in a successful movie. I'm in a good movie. Like, why is people bullying me? I would have to ask one of them to explain that to me, because I don't understand that. I never understood that part. They supposed to be trying to be your friends in my mind, you know?
That he would sneak
Today is the 23rd of November 2023.
Yeah,
And
I
Gaza
don't care.
assistant
away during interviews to use the bathroom, then completely vanished the next moment. And who could blame him? He was still a child, with little understanding of the acting world, and so much pressure being mounted on him. It was the first roadblock in his acting career, and the entire experience caused him to take a break from acting, as he didn't want to deal with all the media attention ever again. Thankfully, the people around Bale had other plans. Christian Bale got dragged back into acting when Kenneth Branagh persuaded him to appear in his film Henry V. Despite his personal dread of the media, the young Bale felt a sense of obligation to continue acting due to financial reasons, and the fact that Kenneth had put effort into persuading him. Following his performances in Empire of the Sun and Henry V, Christian Bale went through a highly difficult time in his life. His parents went through a divorce, which ended with him moving to Los Angeles together with his dad and sister Louise. Los Angeles, even back then, was a good
I ain't gonna lie, the sister looking a little bad. I ain't gonna lie, but she look bad.
together with his dad and
Hey,
sister
lie to
Louise.
you.
Los Angeles, even back then, was a good place to focus on.
Paul. I don't know how old she is. Damn, I don't know how old she is. Damn.
On his
Damn, she
acting
got
career
18,
and
though.
get his
Fuck it.
mind off his family issues. In Los Angeles, Christian Bale's career went through a bit of a lull, and it seemed like the hype had died down for Bale. He either starred in unsuccessful movies such as Newsies, or played a minor supporting role in mid-tier movies like The Portrait of a Lady. Christian Bale was putting his all into the movies, and they just weren't performing. That's not to say that all movies he performed in did terribly. I mean, he played a smashing role as Theodore Laurie Lawrence in Little Women, and voiced Thomas in Pocahontas, which were both received well by audiences and critics alike.
They let him go. They don't want to fight.
Alike.
They let him go. They don't want to fight. John!
Maybe I just can't recognize his voice or something. That don't sound like him. God damn, he that good? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just can't think of his voice outside of Batman, but still, I can't hear him at all.
Something that would set him apart. A good script with an interesting character for him to shine. Enter American Psycho. This
That
was
didn't
where he
do good,
showcased
ain't
his
it?
superior method acting. The way he embodied
Yeah, it showed he was a good actor, but I don't think it sold like that. Am I tripping? Am I misremembering his movie?
Patrick Bateman is something that still resonates with audiences to this day. It's crazy to think that Leonardo DiCaprio almost snatched the role from him again. Bale had previously lost huge roles to DiCaprio in movies including This Boy's Life, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and even the Titanic. You have to imagine Bale wasn't too happy with DiCaprio coming for his role yet again. When Bale first auditioned with director Mary Herron, she knew he was the perfect fit and refused to take anyone else but him. Both she and Bale were kicked off the production team because of it. The studio then brought in Leonardo DiCaprio with Oliver Stone as the new director. Thankfully, Leonardo ended up changing his mind about playing the role after receiving some advice from a journalist that led him to believe that it would affect his image and approval ratings with female audiences, which were of course the major part of his audience at the time, since playing in
He
the
was a
Titanic.
sex
That
symbol.
journalist was Gloria Steinem, and she was a feminist who later got married to Bale's father that same year. Some people speculated that she was actually looking out for her future stepson, but no one really knows for sure. Regardless, it was great news for Christian Bale, who was rejecting other movie offers and still actively preparing for the role despite being kicked off of the team earlier. When the time for production came, the crew immediately knew that they were dealing with a serious method actor. With his foundations with Rowan Atkinson, Christian Bale encapsulated the role of Patrick Bateman perfectly, even when the cameras weren't rolling. He had actually practiced Patrick Bateman's routine from the movie every day in real life and was dead set on playing him to perfection. Of course, with the exemption of murder. Fellow cast members even stated that it got to a point where he was able to sweat on command in the business card scene from the movie. He would sweat on command no matter how many takes they did, and at the perfect time too.
No,
This showed
that's,
just how
I ain't gonna lie, that's wild. Being able to control your own sweat. How do you even learn to do that? What?
dedicated he was to the role, but also puts his sanity into question. Not to mention his improv scenes, which have now become iconic moments from the movie. When the movie was released back in 2000, it certainly wasn't as popular as it is now.
Yeah,
American
that's what I'm
Psycho
saying.
was given mixed reviews,
Yeah.
with some saying it was a pointless movie, and others saying it was a perfect blend of humor and horror. But one thing everyone could agree on was that Christian Bale played the role too perfectly.
Yeah,
Film
it-
critic Roger
It showed his good acting and all that, but the movie ain't do good.
Ebert regarded Christian Bale's work as being heroic in the way he allows the character to leap joyfully into despicability. There is no instinct for self-preservation here, and that is one mark of a good actor. Nowadays, the film is revered by many as a great depiction of the current state of society, where everyone is trying to look the same, say the same things, and think the same thoughts. A lot of people view Patrick Bateman as someone who tried to step out of that mundane cycle in his own sick and twisted way. The reason why people call him a Sigma is because he's a reflection of a side of them they don't have the courage to let out. Obviously, leaving out the occasional mass murder is ideal. The year American Psycho aired was a great stepping stone in Bale's career, and
Yeah, I can see that.
truly showcased his talents to the world. It was also the year where he tied the knot with his wife, who he met on the set of Little Women back in 1994. Before he met her, Christian Bale was very skeptical about marriage, as his parents' marriage didn't really set a great example for him. He and his wife would go on to have 2 wonderful kids together and are still together over 20 years later. The year 2000 was his greatest display of method acting until, after his role in American Psycho, Christian Bale played some roles he wasn't particularly happy
Yeah, this the movie I was talking about. He lost hella weight for this role. He be putting his health at risk trying to do all these acting movies, and I'm talking about acting movies. I'm horrible with words. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god! But you know, he be putting his health at risk when he take on a movie. I remember that was a big thing. Like,
with. He
look
wanted
how
to challenge
skinny
himself
he is, bro. He probably ain't nothing but 100 pounds.
to portray a difficult character in Trevor Resnick who was literally being eaten up by guilt. So he didn't eat. Seriously, he didn't eat. His diet in preparation for the movie consisted of an apple, a can of tuna, black coffee, and a whole lot of cigarettes and whiskey each day. Because of this extreme diet,
Yeah,
Christian
bro,
Bale lost
look at that, bro.
cigarettes
That
and
is not
whiskey
fucking
each day.
healthy.
Because of this
Look at this. Look at the way he's standing, bro. He take his movie so serious, bro. Oh my god. Like, look at this. Look at his arms, bro. They look so. Where's the meat at? Oh my god.
Extreme
Pause.
diet,
Pause.
Christian Bale lost 63 pounds and was practically a walking skeleton
I'm saying, bro, look like he finna die in his second in this movie. Oh my god.
during filming.
He he looked like the damn. Is it the zombies from I Am Legend? No. Well, they weren't even zombies for real. Weren't they like vampires? People don't know that. They was really supposed to be like vampires or something like that. But oh damn. He looked like a skeleton monster. I can't think of what movie it's from though.
He had
Oh my
taken
God.
method acting to a whole new level for a film that didn't even pay very well. It performed dreadfully at the box office, but did receive praise from notable film critics, particularly praise for Christian's performance. In this movie, Christian Bale was more concerned about getting immersed in the role rather than the amount of money he was getting paid. He thoroughly captured the essence of Trevor's character.
I ain't gonna lie. You know you beat life when you could just say, man, you know what? I don't even care about the money. I just want to act in this movie. I feel like I want to take it like, you know, you made it in life when you could just say, fuck the money. I'm doing this because the love of the game. Like, that's
during the movie,
crazy.
and it is still one of his greatest performances to date. But it's probably not what you remember him for. Upon being announced to star in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy, his friends warned him to avoid the role as he would never be able to play anything else. The same thing had previously happened when he was about to play Patrick Bateman. They told him it was career suicide, and it wasn't worth never being able to play a good role again. Safe to say, he ignored them once again, affirming that he needed to be good enough to rise above that, and the role would provide him with financial resources to pay off his house. Especially since Christopher Nolan was
His house? Nigga, how much is his house worth? I need to bet the house worth to it. Oh my god, talk about it to pay off my house. You got $100 million house or something? The hell? Man, finna take on after $50 million contract or something. I don't know how much the contract was. I don't remember. But still talk about it to pay off my house. Oh my god.
so keen on having him perform the role, stating that Bale was the perfect balance between light and darkness, which he needed for Batman.
I'm Batman.
In preparation for the role, Christian Bale had to regain his lost weight and put on more muscle so he could truly look the part.
I ain't gonna lie. I know he was taking that triple long sandwich for sure. He was on that trip where he ain't that big, but still to put on muscle like that from where you was. Yeah, you probably doing a little steroids to get back right, cause I ain't gonna lie. I know he was feeling horrible through that when he lost all that weight. I know he was feeling horrible. Like, I know he did some steroids to get back right. Come on, ain't no way you couldn't, bro. Because, oh my God, just to have enough energy to even work out and get food in you and all that, from being that lightweight, yeah, you probably did a little steroids. Not Trend, though. Probably not Trend, because he would have been way fucking bigger with Trend. But still.
He weighed 220 pounds at the time of filming and performed a
220?
lot of his own stunts. Christian once again immersed himself in a role, playing both Batman and Bruce Wayne excellently. During interviews, he would talk in the same manner and accent he spoken from the movie, and it came as a surprise to crew members and fans when they finally found out he was British. Although Christian Bale had Oscar-worthy
British?
performances in the entire trilogy, he was sadly upstaged by Heath Ledger, who put on an insane performance as the Joker. This was the first time Christian said he felt inferior in his career.
I don't even like this scene. Make it up, and I've got to be ready for that. And if I'm not ready for that, I feel very insecure arriving on the set.
With the success of the Batman movies, new life was given to Bale's career. New opportunities were being presented, but with it, of course, came some problems as well. On the set of Terminator Salvation in 2008, Christian Bale had an outburst towards a member of the crew. The audio of the incident was released the following year, and what ensued was chaos. In the clip, Bale was mouthing off the film's cinematographer Shane Hulbut for walking onto the set in an intense moment of filming. It got so bad that Bale threatened to leave if Shane wasn't fired.
You know, shut up for a second, all right? I'm gonna go. Do you want me to go trash your lights? You do it one more time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
There was a huge outrage from the public, with some people holding the opinion that the years of method acting had finally broken his mental state. He got too into the role he was
I ain't gonna lie.
Professor Terrence Tapp is the equivalent of a rock star in mathematics.
playing.
I ain't gonna lie, he was wildin' right there. Damn, he take it that serious? Damn.
Eventually, Christian apologized publicly and said he had made amends with Shane, saying that what he did was inexcusable. Shortly before that, on 22nd July 2008, Christian Bale found himself detained by authorities in London. This followed a report filed by his mother and sister Sharon alleging an assault at a hotel. Subsequently, Christian was released on bail. He flat out denied the accusation.
I ain't gonna lie. When it come to not reports, but you know, coverage like this from back in the day, I don't remember none of this, but like I feel like it didn't get that big because obviously I wasn't a fucking adult back then, so obviously I'm not gonna hear about a lot of this stuff, but I would think I would have remembered hearing Batman in jail or something like that. Like, I don't remember none of that. And I guess it's just like the internet wasn't as popping and they couldn't spread it like they want to. Like, you had to, like, people wasn't on the internet and all that unless you was not weird, but people just wasn't on. MySpace was popping. People wasn't on the internet besides MySpace. MySpace was popping in 2008. Nobody was on the internet for real. MySpace
and referred to the incident as a deeply
God.
personal matter. Ultimately, on 14th August, the Crown Prosecution Service announced its decision not to pursue the case any further due to insufficient evidence that could reasonably lead to a conviction. One could say that his characters were beginning to affect
No, why little bro walking like that?
reasonably lead to
Nah. Why little bro walking like that?
a conviction. One could say that his characters were beginning to affect his personal life, which he keeps very private. These situations greatly reduced his public perception and gave him a lot to think about in years to come. 2009, Terminator Salvation was finally released, and it was said to be one of Christian Bale's worst performances and a far cry from the rejuvenation Bale had hoped to bring to the franchise. After the movie's less than successful run, Bale realized that this was just a small hurdle in his career, and so
I was about to say, Terminator not even that popular no more. I think all the movies. Hold on. I ain't watched Terminators after what it is. I don't remember, but I know after a certain point, I think people just got tired of Terminator and it wasn't selling good at all no more. So you can't even put that on Christian Bale. It just wasn't selling. Terminator was dead at that
he
point.
picked himself up, dusted off, and went for the next movie. 2011, Christian Bale won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor and the Golden Globe for the same category as well. These were awards that eluded him
It's
for
in
years,
2011.
and he won them doing what he was best at, method acting. Dickie Eklund was a character that couldn't be played by just anyone. There needed to be a sense of authenticity and comedy to the performance, and that's exactly what Christian Bale delivered. Prior to the role, he had lost 30
What
pounds
movies
so he could
is
look
this?
as close to Dickie as possible. During filming, he was regularly hanging out with Dickie Eklund in order to play his role to perfection. They became close friends, and Bale thoroughly understood the mind of Dickie. All of
I
that
don't even know
enabled
what
him to
movie this
perform
is.
exceptionally well in the role. But Christian Bale wasn't done. That same year, he would star in a historical drama film, The Flowers of War, which became the highest grossing Chinese film of that
Flower
year.
of War?
Shortly after that, he would return to Batman to finish off the trilogy. The last installment of Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises, grossed over $1 billion worldwide, surpassing its predecessor by a landslide. Bale's performance in the trilogy was regarded as the best portrayal of Batman on film, but Bale still felt he could have done better. After the
Damn.
Dark Knight trilogy, Bale stepped into the next phase of his career.
recognize
He starred in films such as Out of the Furnace, The Big Short, and American Hustle. He was nominated for an Academy
I know
Award and a
American Hustle.
Golden
Okay,
Globe
yeah.
Award for his work in American Hustle. In preparation for the movie, he gained 43 pounds, shaved part of his head, and adopted a bad posture, which reduced his height by 3 inches and caused him to suffer a herniated disc. It was
God.
just another day at the office for Bale.
Why he be putting himself through all that? Oh my God, he be putting his body at risk just trying to act. Oh my
As he
God.
would put his mind and body through any form of torture in order to
I
play
guess
a
when you love it,
character
you
to
gonna keep doing
perfection.
it.
Happy
But
to
damn.
say that it paid off though, as he was also nominated for an Academy Award and a Golden Globe Award for his work in The Big Short in 2016. In the movie, Bale portrayed Michael Burry, a socially awkward hedge fund manager set in the 2008 financial crisis. Bale once again met up with the real Michael Burry in order to understand his role better. It led him to deliver an outstanding performance that received critical acclaim. Christian Bale's career was almost complete, and after his role in Ford vs. Ferrari, where he had to lose 70 pounds and got another nomination for a
How the fuck I ain't know that was Christian Bale? How, bruh? I think it's cause his weight loss and all that, bruh. When he lose weight, he don't look the same. Like, bruh, I never even thought that's Christian Bale, bruh. Oh my God, bruh. He don't look the same when he lose weight. I guess that's what everybody say, but bruh, he literally don't look the same to me. Like him, I see Batman as regular Christian Bale. I ain't gonna lie, I see Batman as regular Christian Bale, and anytime he lose weight, he don't look like the same person. He look like a whole completely different person. Like he lose too much fat in his face or something like that. And you get like, look at it, like his cheeks just hollow and all that. That it just don't look
Golden
right.
Globe Award, Christian Bale announced that he was no longer going to go through weight fluctuations for movies. It seemed like time had finally caught up with him, as the
Okay, he look like Christian Bale right there. I'm gonna be real.
frequent weight fluctuations were beginning to cause him heart palpitations. Although that might seem like a sad story, it was not the end of his career. Christian Bale would go on to appear
Is this Christian? Bro, that I don't see Christian Bale. Well, it's the eyes. I can see it in the eyes. But if I'm looking at the whole face, I do not see Christian Bale. Oh
in
my God.
multiple movies after that, most recently in Amsterdam and his role in Thor: Love and Thunder,
I didn't
where he
even watch
played
that. I
Gore,
know it
the
was
God
trash.
Butcher. Throughout his entire career, Christian Bale held a unique acting philosophy. He never considered himself a method actor, but rather someone who was willing to completely immerse himself in a role. He always took challenges head on, regardless of the opinion of others. For him, it was fun. For him, it was art.
And the critics' choice is Christian Bale, The Big Short.
Hold on, that kissed a lot of people right there. Oh my God. Hold on, that was a lot of people. One. Oh my God, that you kissed that man in the mouth. Oh my God, what is it? Oh my God, he kissed that man in the mouth. He looked. Why you grabbing his hand like that? Hold on, what's going on? Oh my God, oh, gotta go back.
Choice is
Oh my
Christian
God.
Bale, The Big Short.
What? That's understandable right there. Bruh, this you just kissed this man in the mouth with this man. What the fuck is going on right here? What the fuck? Did he kiss him in the mouth too? Cause bruh, he kissed that man in the mouth.
Christian Bale, The Big Short.
Bruh, that's the mouth, bro. That's mouth to mouth right there, bro. Like, I don't like that. He got home. I don't like this whole situation going on, bro. He leaned in a little too quick. Even if that's your daddy, that's still too weird, my boy. Like, oh my God. Nah.
That was just a lovely makeout session with my wife and with Adam and with Charles.
Yeah, nah, boy. I ain't gonna lie. You wildin'.
Oh my lord,
You was wildin'.
your empire has already ended.
Wildin' big time. Oh my God, he just really kissed that man in the mouth. And he let him grab his head. Oh my God. No. Ain't no, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh my God.